Hi, I'm Tonya Caruso. Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, protecting our homes and our families as we move into the fall and winter seasons. Joining us in our studios this half hour is State Representative Tim Solobay. Thank you so much for coming in and talking with us today.
Appreciate the opportunity to talk about this again because we have shared it before.
Yeah, this time of year, fire seems to be on the rise here.
Well, yeah, it's fire. It's also the issues dealing with our homes turning on furnaces, and they've been sitting for months and haven't been run and operated. So a lot of things could happen over the months that they go on. And the concern of carbon monoxide as well as your smoke detectors are something we're always thinking of, and putting my fire hat on as opposed to my legislative hat for a moment. And it's just a good reminder for folks that they need to really pay attention to that. I mean, through the summer, a squirrel or something could have got in one of the vents or things that clog things up. And we have that House bill that presently will make folks more aware of the importance of carbon monoxide detectors. Years ago we did it with smoke detectors, and now that's kind of a thing of the past as far as being concerned whether people use them or not, other than the battery changes. And we always talk about that during the time change to make sure your battery's in place. But carbon monoxide detectors have kind of come on the scene over just the past few years. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, carbon monoxide is a poison that's it's colorless, it's odorless, you can't see it, and it's the #1 poison killer in the country. And Pennsylvania likes to be first in a lot of things, but unfortunately we're first in the number of deaths that carbon monoxide causes nationwide, and that's one we'd rather be last instead of first.
Right, so let's talk more about the bill and
Sure.
what specifically the bill would do.
Well, under the Uniform Construction Code, which got adjusted and changed just last year, any new home or any home that goes under any kind of major construction or change out, especially those even rental properties, it's part of the new code that they have to make sure that there's a working not only smoke detector but now a carbon monoxide detector. But there's a lot of homes that aren't going to go through that. You may never sell your home, you may live there forever. This bill is just kind of an awareness education factor saying, look, this is something that's important you should do to protect yourself, protect your family, and anyone else that's in there. We're also anticipating and hoping that the industry itself, like they did with the smoke detectors, gets behind this. The fire service world, hopefully now with the legislative world, and the industry itself will get behind this and help move and educate folks the importance of it. And they did very well with smoke detectors, and I'm assuming that they'll do the same with the carbon monoxide.
Yeah, is the goal to eventually get to a spot where pretty much, I mean, there are isolated cases, pretty much everyone knows that
Sure.
they need to have a smoke detector, or there have been programs to pass out free smoke detectors.
Exactly, and we're hoping to do the same thing because the cost is relatively similar, and again, as time goes on and technology improves, that should be the same here. I mean, it used to be 20, 30 years ago when you'd go into a school and ask the kids who has a smoke detector, 1 or 2 kids would put their hand up. Now you go in and say who doesn't have one, and you're only getting those 1 or 2, and then usually we hand them right over to one. Carbon monoxide detector still a little bit of a novelty for folks. They haven't come to place on it, but we're hoping through the legislation, through things with the Uniform Construction Code, and public announcements such as this, that we're going to be able to make it an awareness in folks' minds that it's sure the smoke detector is great, but now there's another tool that could help save lives.
What is the timeline on the legislation?
Well, we're running near the end of this session, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it all the way through. We may get it out of the House, which would be a plus, especially going into the next session. Once a bill makes it through one of the chambers, it's usually a lot easier to make things happen. So whether it becomes law and signed by the governor this year, we're still not 100% sure on that, but we are going to move things forward, and hopefully, again, through the education and awareness that's going on with it, it'll be helpful.
Yeah, we had the American Red Cross on this month as well, talking about fire prevention, and I know as a volunteer firefighter, it's an important issue for you.
Well, it is. We see so much of it, especially during some of the crisis times. Whenever we had all the power outages with the snowstorms and the power outages through the storms, folks fire up these generators and don't think about it, leave your garage door open, and the fumes are going right inside. And that's what causes carbon monoxide. It's that combustion, unburned combustion.
Well, an important topic. We thank you so much for coming in and talking with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Tonya Caruso. Thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. We'll send you back now to HLN.